So you know you've been staying somewhere too long when you recognise the camel guy. Yeah, you see, he's got the look of a man who's done this 1,000 times before. Hello! I feel the need for a little talk. And it looks like new! Turbo Motors! Yeah! You know, he's going to be noisy now. Urge to get something off my chest. Hello and good morning. Quite early morning for us. For those who watch regularly, you'll know. It is now just after 9 o'clock and we're on the road. I had all these lovely ideas this morning about, you know, filming YouTube style, making cups of tea, sitting with the cat, watching the sunrise, all that sort of stuff. Not a chance. I was in a hurry, in a rush, and yeah, it just ain't happening. So this is the start of the video. This is what you get. We, believe it or not, after months of talking about it, are driving to Agadir and we're actually going to go to the turbo specialist and get him to look at this turbo. If it's something that they can fix over the next day, possibly two, then great. If it's something that needs parts that they don't have, that might take a week to order or something, it's not going to happen. Did I leave it too late? Yes, I definitely left it too late. Do I care? Not really. The turbo hasn't bothered us in the slightest in Morocco. I know it's going to affect us when we get back to Spain and we start getting out onto big motorways with mountainous hills and things like that. Then I'll wish I'd done something about it, but such is life. So yeah, we've got about a week before we need to be back up in the north of Morocco. It's a 10-hour drive according to Google Maps, but when you're driving a van like this on bumpy roads, take that more up to like 15-hour drive. So that's at least, at the very minimum, that's 3 days. Spread it out a bit longer because I don't want to do 5 hours a day. Plus we need to stop at a campsite and do a ton of laundry and get showers and all that sort of stuff. So a week is almost pushing it. So we need to be on our way, really, north, ASAP. So yes, I've left it to the last day to get this looked at. Anyway, Agadir in a minute. I'll let you know how it goes. All right, well, I'm quietly optimistic here. As soon as I showed him the fault code that I've got, he was like, oh, yeah, okay, 5 minutes. So they're going to look at it in 5 minutes. Nice guy. He's got a really good reputation. I've found this dude through someone else's YouTube channel, and then when you look on the reviews on Google and stuff, it's all fantastic. So, turbo specialist. Hopefully they carry stock parts. This is a very common van in this country, so fingers crossed. Right, it does look down here like they're making a big space for us at the side of the road because we're parked in the road at the moment. And I wonder if they want us to pull in. Maybe. I better just check. Well, there's someone jacking up the van. We've got the bonnet open and the boss man himself was in here having a look, so I'm optimistic. Shouldn't hold my breath, but these guys seem very professional. They know what they're doing. All they do is turbos. I know I've said that, but this is me trying to reassure myself. All they do is turbos all day long. Sprinters are a common van. I know I've said that before. I'm reassuring myself, okay? Here we go, man in action at the side of the road. Right, it's quite warm. I've got the big fan on, so I hope you can hear me all right. We have got Mohammed here. He is checking out the computer system, figuring out what's going on. So things are moving forward. It's looking good. And I've just managed to explain to him, what would we do without Google Translate? I've just managed to explain to him in Arabic that we've got a cat in here and he's got to keep the door closed. So he's looking at his computer, then he's looking in the engine all confused. Doesn't fill me with confidence. Bless him though. He's just subscribed to the channel, so welcome to the gang, Mohammed. You're a star. Yeah, we're cooking. We're cooking while the guy's underneath the van. We're jacked up, so the van is up on a tilt. But, you know, we can fry an egg in the corner. It's breakfast time. I love this. I love this about countries like this, where we're getting the van repaired. You know, he can take all the time he wants. Elle's busy doing her thing. I'm working. He's underneath the van somewhere. John's chilling on his bed with his phone up there. and we can cook and have breakfast. It's nice, isn't it? And the thing is, if it was to, for some reason, wait for parts and it wouldn't be finished till tomorrow, you know that they'd let us, we'd just be able to sleep right here on the roadside and there'd be no problem. So nice, isn't it? I love it. So yeah, it's in bits. What he's going to do, apparently, we'd have to replace the turbo, which is kind of good, and I was optimistic we wouldn't have to do that anyway, because this happens quite regularly with sprinters, and there's a lot of different little things it could be. I think I've spoken about this in the past. Anyway, he's like totally confident. No, we just got to take this off and put a repair kit on. So, okay. Problem is they can't get it off because it looks like it's been tampered with before, and it's got a bracket around one of the pipes, and it's got a rivet going through it, so he's having to cut it. I'll let you get on with it. He's going to be noisy now. Okay. So basically, at the end of the day, something's getting fixed. He did plug his computer in, which gives me confidence. He targeted what he thought it was. Like I say, it could be quite a few different things, but he seems sure. He's taking a big section off. I'm not sure. I've looked into this problem so many times, and I do know the components, but I can't think right now. It's a big section after the turbo, and I know that can get really dirty. I've seen people on YouTube taking them and bathing them and cleaning them out because they get all gunked up, and that would make sense that it's getting an underboost problem. So he's putting a repair kit on it. Sounds like something that's fairly routine for these guys. They've just gone straight at it. It's just one of those things. As with anything when it comes to mechanics, sorry about the road noise. As with anything when it comes to mechanics and like computer readouts, if you can't look at something and see it snapped, broken, bent, and then replace it for a new part, you may be almost guesstimating, you know? So he might do this job, it might cost me, I don't even know what yet, a few £100, might be a bit more. And then we could get back to Spain, start going up a mountain, and it just comes back again and it wasn't the problem. Which is always a concern, isn't it? But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I'm optimistic, they're good guys. It's what they're doing what they know. Yeah, you see, he's got the look of a man who's done this 1,000 times before. I'm confident. This is the man. He's going to put a repair kit on this for us. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Turbo Motors.
Turbo Motors. Such good guys, they're brilliant. So this van actually has double turbo on it there, and he's going to put a repair kit on both of them. All right, why not? So it's double the price. We'll find out what that price is in a minute. I'm kind of hopeful that because he's going on YouTube and he'll get more business from, you know, us folk, us van folk, he'll be kind to us. Latest update, I'm just going to keep coming at you with updates throughout the day. I mentioned the turbo's off, they've gone to put the kit on it, but obviously that's taking time. There's loads of people keep turning up out here, need little things fixed. It is so hot in here. I'm actually chilling out now, I can't be bothered to work, it's too hot. So I'm just watching YouTube. We've had to put the screen up in the front of the van to keep the sun down. We've got the windows vented, the max air fan on. This is us, we live at the side of the road now for the foreseeable. Mittens is chilled. Hey Mitt. I'll keep you posted as to what's happening. We don't even know what we're going to do this afternoon now, because by the looks of things, I was waiting to find out what was going to happen here before we make a plan. And if we were going to have to wait for parts, we were maybe going to go back to Tamraght for a day or so to sit that out. But if they're getting this done today, which it looks like they're going to, assuming it actually fixes it, we could actually start making a move in the direction we want to go. So really, I should probably get on Park for Night and start looking at viable options, really. A lot of it depends on how much time we have left in the day, because when we get done here, we're going to go, because there's a Carrefour up there, we need to stock up on some bits and bats that we can only really get there. Once we've done that, I guess when we're in Carrefour car park, I will make a plan. We can all have a snack and a drink up there, and we'll decide how far we're going. I don't mind putting in a big drive. What we kind of want to do, I think I mentioned it earlier, is get to a campsite at some point and do 2 or 3 nights at a campsite so we can just refresh everything. The van needs a clean, but it might not happen yet. Morocco destroys vans with dust and dirt, you won't believe it. But we need a clean. All our clothes and bed sheets and towels and everything need a clean, and we can only really do that at a campsite. Well, it's practical at a campsite because we can hang stuff out. So anyway, that's the latest update. I'll be back to you with more shortly. The turbo is back and it looks like new. Look at that. I thought it was a new one. He just brought me out to show me it. I'm like, new? I'm like, I can't afford a new one. What the hell? He's like, no, just cleaned it. And they've put this repair kit on it, or service kit, whatever you want to call it. It looks new. Oh, please let this be, like, fix the whole issue. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. It's beautiful. Bless them. These lads, they're fixing the turbo back in, and they've got their phone placed on the side and they're watching the YouTube channel. I guess they'll be watching when they go live on it. Brilliant, brilliant. Hello. Okay, so it's about 2:30 in the afternoon. We got here about 10 in the morning, and as with any task like this in a country like this, it was all going wonderful. I was very optimistic, and I still am, but things seem to have just stopped. The turbo went in, he's popped the bonnet down but not latched it, and I can see a lot of bits and bobs are still on his trolley out there, but work has stopped. I don't know if it's prayer time, lunchtime. No one told me what time. So it's very hot in here in the van. We can't really leave and go anywhere because of the cat. We can't trust them to not let her out, you know. So we just got to wait it out. Just one of those things. I think this is why I put it off so long, because I've done things like this in countries like this before, and you just know this is what the day's going to entail. So be it. They'll be done before the end of the day, I'm sure. Although the end of the day here, they stay open till like 10 o'clock at night places in this country. We'll be all right. As long as we can get out of the heat for tonight, it'll all be fine.
A few moments later.
Yes, we're moving, but we're not done yet. That was all rather quick. He just suddenly, he got back from lunch, by the way. He'd gone for lunch. Everyone needs a lunch, so fair play to the man. He got back on it, got it all put back together. Bless him, he's wiped it all down. He was a really nice guy. Anyway, test drive. They're very trusting. I've just off on a test drive now to make sure it's all right. Then I'll go back and pay. Got to get out to a fast road, because the only time it ever goes wrong is when I'm pushing higher speeds in the high gears at high revs. So I'm trying to get out to like the nearest thing to a big motorway they've got here around Agadir, but it's all, well, traffic like this. All right, mission success as far as we can tell. I couldn't really get out to get up to top speed anywhere. And typically, I couldn't believe it, the one time I did get my foot down into 5th gear and get up to like 3,000 revs, spotted a police speed camera up ahead. I thought they had me. And the funny thing is, in this country, it's kind of like a rite of passage to get a speeding ticket at some point. And I haven't had one yet. I shouldn't say anything, touch wood. I haven't had one yet. I mean, they're only about 25 quid from what I understand. But that would have been a prime time. Anyway, it seems good. It seems good. I'm going to head back there now, get the man paid, and then we're heading to the shops. And we're going to actually go back to Tamraght. We've made a decision because it's so late in the day now, it's too late to set off anywhere. It's about 5 o'clock. We need to eat, first of all. And by the time, yeah, we just can't. The next stop up the road is hours away. So we're just going to go back to Tamraght where we know the shops, the restaurants, we can get water and all these things. And then, yeah. We'll set off tomorrow morning by the looks of things. All done, bought and paid for. Sorry it's lots of just me talking to camera, but that's what you're getting for this one, because I can't do lots of scenery and stuff, because there isn't any. We're just driving down the road. Anyway, you'd probably be interested to know what we just paid for that. That was 2,800 dirham, which is about, well, pretty much exactly 280 euros, about 250 pounds. I think that's a bargain. I've usually, in the past, I've been pretty good at gauging mechanics' bills and figuring out the time they've done and the parts. I'm usually fairly accurate, and I was prepared for about 500 or 600 pounds if it was in England. But that was good, 250 quid, I ain't complaining at that. And to be honest, for that money, even if it comes back to haunt me in the future and that wasn't the root of the problem, I have got like a reconditioned turbo now, and I can feel it. My God, I can feel it when I'm driving. It really goes. Anyway, we're heading to Carrefour, get some supplies, and then back to Tamraght and get a good night's sleep, and off we go again in the morning. So you know you've been staying somewhere too long when you recognise the camel guy. He's the same one who goes past twice every day. So we're back. Yes, we're back in Tamraght, and it just feels like home. Will we ever escape this place? I think I'm going to talk to you guys about it a little bit. I've just got this urge to get something off my chest, so we'll see. Give me a minute to get the van ready. Right. I feel the need for a little talk. I hope you're ready. For anyone who doesn't watch regularly, these happen from time to time, so be warned. They can be interesting, promise. Most people seem to like them. I'm just feeling really reflective here. I'm really glad we came back tonight to Tamraght, because I was ready to move on. I'm ready to push on in many ways. But coming back and walking back down the seafront here, it's really got me thinking, you know. It's really got me thinking. Fallen for this place. Fallen for this place big time. I know John has as well. Ella to a certain degree, but not as much as me and John. But that's because we enjoy the ocean more than she does. It's just beautiful. And I have a slight degree of guilt with what I'm doing. Some of you are going to say, you're freaking crazy, mate. You've taken your kids, you know, all the way down to North Africa in a van, and you're showing them, you know, the world. Yeah, I know. But I always feel like I could be doing more, yeah? And I feel like this adventure initially was meant to be to see as much as possible, different cultures and whatnot. And I feel since we got to Morocco, yeah, we've seen a few bits and bobs, but we've also stayed in places for long times. And at first I felt guilty about that. But the more I've thought about it, not so much. The opportunity I've given John, especially here, staying in Tamraght for such a long time. I mean, we did almost 3 weeks, I think, last time we were here. We've done about 3 weeks again this time. It's quite an extended stay in one place. And he's got friends here now. He's got a pack of friends, not just Troy. I've got friends. I've got Jazz, and from her, we've met Sumi the other day for the cooking course. I'm getting to know people, even the guy in the corner shop. The beach dogs recognise me and know me. They take me for a walk. Whenever I walk to the shop, they walk with me, just to make sure I'm all right. It's just become very homely. And I feel almost a tear in my eye to think about leaving now. Now I'm actually thinking about it and reflecting. When you walk around down there, it's just so gorgeous, especially now at sunset. We've also got the skate park right next to where we live, and I've been going on there quite a bit. We've also got the bay where Ella and I can go and play in the water. She feels safe there, and that's just beautiful at sunset. Then on the other side of that, you've got all like the pro level surfers doing their thing. Then down here on the main beach is where loads of people come to learn to surf. It's just, and the little surf shops everywhere, little surf shacks. They really, really remind me of the old sort of dive shops which we had on Koh Tao in Thailand, where I used to live, way back in like 2001, 2002 when I was first there. Just made out of rustic wood and just so laid back, so chilled. Just people sat watching the sunset. Oh, it's just so beautiful. And the little restaurants that we frequent, And I feel if we stayed here longer, if we stayed here 6 months, a year or whatnot, I would be so much healthier, so much fitter, because I'm getting up in the morning and I want to go skateboarding because it's just there and I can have the whole skate park to myself. As soon as I'm done with that, I'm all sweaty, shake John out of bed and we go surfing together. So I'm in the sea, bashing around in waves, surfing, bodyboarding, and I can feel myself getting fitter by the day. I really, really can. I feel fantastic. Obviously, there's no denying the sun. That's so good for you. But any country I end up in is going to be sunny, trust me. I just feel so good. I just feel so good here. And another thing, I was thinking recently about the fact that I obviously fell in love with Southeast Asia way back. And I've always thought that's a place that I need to go back to, and I will go back to one day. I was comparing them in my mind there and here, and I always thought that Southeast Asia, Thailand especially, where I spent so many years, wins out over Morocco for certain reasons. But then something really stood out to me the other day when I was thinking about it and having a walk and a chat with John. There's no alcohol here. And that to me is amazing. Now, all my years in Thailand, I drank heavily. I drank an awful lot of alcohol and I had a great time. There's no denying I had some wonderful times. But it does change you and it does hold you back. It really does. And it just gives a different atmosphere to a place. You see here, John, who's 14, turning 15 very soon, is hanging out with kids his age here. Now, there's no denying in different cultures, they're at an age where they'd be sneaking off down the park or wherever and starting to neck bottles of wine, like I did at that age, like we all did, you know? And it just escalates from there, and that starts to take over your life, or it can for many people, and it becomes what it's all about. And that's your cutting loose as a teenager. That's your sort of, I don't know, that's just your way of being a teenager, really. And doing something you're not meant to be doing, maybe. Rebelling a bit. Whereas here, it just doesn't exist. So what are they all doing, all that age group kids? They're all bombing around on scooters and bikes with surfboards under their arms, and they spend all day at the beach, in the ocean, or at skate parks, and they just don't stop. They don't stop. If they're done with surfing and they've had enough, they take their surfboards, put them at home, they come back down, they go cliff jumping off the rocks out there at Devil's Rock. It's just so much better. And because there's no alcohol, you don't have the problems like alcohol addiction and dodgy people on the streets, and it's just so safe, and you don't mind your kids going wandering at night. You know they're fine. You know they're perfectly safe here. I don't know. I could go on a lot, really, about it, to be honest. I'm going to turn around. I could go on a lot about it. I just really wanted to say I've fallen for the place massively, and we have to come back. And I don't feel guilty about us staying in one place for such a long time, whereas initially I did. I just wanted to reiterate that, because I think what John has had here for 6 weeks, living with friends and just having a free life. Me and him sat and discussed it. He has keys for the van now. He carries money in his pocket. He can take the electric bike whenever he wants, so he jumps on the back of Troy's bike, and they're just bombing all over, all up and down here. They've got 3 beaches to choose from, 4 actually. They go down to Banana Point as well. 4 beaches to choose from, and they just hang out. And I know he's not getting into trouble like teenagers back home might do, you know? He's just running free and becoming a better surfer every day and getting more and more personal courage and jumping off the rocks and just living his life. And of course, Ella, she has done stuff here. She's a different animal, is Ella, as you all probably well know. She's quite happy sat in the van just doing art, but getting her out to make those clothes was jazz. And she does go bodyboarding, and she enjoys it when she's doing it. She really does. And I know she likes it here. It's hard trying to get any kind of real answer out of Elle. She never gives a positive to anything. You put the best dish down in front of her and you know that she's enjoying it and it's the best thing she's ever eaten, or she'll go, yeah, it's fine. That's just Ella. Anyway, I've been waffling on for a long time here, and I really just thought, I just wanted to say this to you. I want you to know, I want you to understand. I don't want to go back, but I have to. There's things to do. You'll see in the future as we move down the road. Life is going to be changing a little bit. We've got to go back to the UK. We've got to go back to France. We've got to go back and check on Grandma in France. She might be needing us, but we don't know yet. It's up in the air. Obviously, we want to continue traveling, but if she needs us, things might change and we might have to spend quite a bit more time in France looking after her. Yeah, I think that's about all I had to say there, guys. I'll say all. It's about 9 minutes worth. I'll probably edit this down heavily. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for listening to that waffle. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Just me talking and getting the turbo fixed. That's a bonus. Yeah, I don't want to go back. I'm not ready for Western society yet. This is my kind of living out here. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed it, of course, that is. Do leave some comments. If you've stayed this long listening to me waffle on, drop some comments. What do you think about it? Do you think I'm doing the right thing with these kids? Do you think they're getting a great life? I certainly do, and I know lots of people normally do in the comments, but I want to hear from you. Tell me. All right, anyway, till next time, when we're going to be actually heading back. We've got 1 week to get back up to the north, sort our quick visa entry out, and then we're back across to Spain, back to Europe. Wow, that went so fast. See you later. Bye-bye.